You think of two musicians being together as being really tumultuous and dramatic and over the top, and it probably is a little bit to do with personalities more than... I think we're fairly even keel most of the time, don't you think?
我覺得佢個背影好似我喎，我覺得咦咁好有趣喎咁樣。
Sometimes we say that he is the shape and I'm the color.
I'm Hoi Chiu.
And I'm Maggie Blue.
Yeah.
When I first came to the orchestra, I'm the timpani player, so usually I sit in the back. And a little bit higher up than the other musicians too, so I had a really good view of the whole band. And then I saw Linda a couple of rows in front. And
From behind,
and always just, the back of her pretty head.
Timpanist James Bosnose and flautist and piccolo player Linda Stuckey both play with the Hong Kong Philharmonic Orchestra. They met 8 years ago.
We talk about which composers do you like, and we talk about stuff at work, but that wasn't really one of our big things.
well, there was always a big bond with the fact that we work together and our work is music. So that, I think that naturally would have been something we spoke about a lot. I guess music was just always there, so it didn't need to be something that we sat and philosophized about.
Yeah, it's just kind of part of who we are. What we do at work in the orchestra is so specialized and so really different than 9-to-5 kind of jobs that I find, at least, I need somebody who kind of understands what we actually do and why it's such a big part of our life. And
just in a practical, everyday living, scheduling type of situation, often if we're working at night, we're there together, whereas if one of us worked a 9-to-5 day job, we'd be at the office all day, coming home, the other one would just be going to work.
Your husband would understand more about what you're doing, and I would understand why my husband would be up so late, because I know he would never be able to stop when, during his painting process.
If I have an idea to do something, discuss with someone, I will choose my wife. Because she's an artist, she can understand what I'm thinking.
Right, we have a common language, I think. Yeah. In the arts. Yeah.
I think it's quite good. It's a good match. Yes.
Painters and performance artists, Gum and Clara work very closely with each other on their pieces. They first got to know each other when Gum performed at a performance art event.
I was eager to learn, and that's why. And so after the performance art piece and then after the seminar, I actually went to the backstage and kind of knocked on the door and say, "Hello, blah, blah, I'm Clara Zhang, nice to meet you." For many Hong Kong people, that would be kind of weird, I think. Did you think I was weird?
Yeah. And she left the contact number, but I don't want to
call me back.
Yes. Because I don't want to talk to a stranger.
They did eventually get over the initial uneasiness, finding a connection in their common interests in performance art, painting, and local politics. Both are interested in blurring the boundaries between art and life. They married at the 2004 July 1st demonstration.
即係訂婚係人生嘅一個大日子，咁7·1咧都係近呢幾廿年，即係香港嘅一件好大件嘅事，咁所以就嘗試下將即係我哋嘅一啲大事同香港整體嘅一啲大事合埋一齊，咁樣沖起下咁樣。
一個可能係嘅事業，一個叫做自己嘅生活啊感情嗰度，其實同時發展咯，即係互相可能做作品就會增進感情，咁增進感情嘅時候咧就容易諗到一啲 idea 都唔定，係即係同時咁做咯。
And then I see the beautiful girl sit down and like take a rest, and then I just hey, can I dance? And then because so noisy, and then talk to her. Yeah.
This guy came up to me. Him walking up to me, "Can I dance?" And he smelled like alcohol, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm tired." I just sat down, and I said no, and he's like, "Hi, Hong Kong." I said, "Well, welcome to Canada," and I walked away. And then I started dancing, and then he started dancing, and we ended up being magnetized towards each other. That first half an hour dancing together, my heart said, "I love this guy," and then my mind said, okay, you don't know who he is, take a while.
3 years later, Hong Kong puppeteer and actor Hui Chiu married Canadian actress Maggie Blue O'Hara.
She understands what I'm talking. She, even before my English not too good, but she understands. And not just understand the language, it's more understand my heart.
And I saw details in his drawings that he said nobody had ever seen before. And I understood symbolism in his details that nobody had ever even seen. So it made him cry, and he said, "Oh, I finally found you, somebody who understands my heart." Creatively, we were on fire, you know, we brainstormed really quickly together. He would have an idea, or I would have an idea, and bam, 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 we would create this whole story together. It would start from a seed and build into this amazing tree with fruit, you know, as a metaphor for so many different ideas.
Together, they founded All Theatre Company and have since toured to different countries. They've had work commissioned by festivals, including the Hong Kong Arts Festival.
We have these simple neutral masks, which we use in a show called Life, Love, and Death. And it's about finding your soulmate.
Hello. Do you want to play with me?
In the show, two masked characters run the course of life from birth to death. When their bodies die and they remove their masks, the two souls come face to face without the burden of the physical body.
We created this because when we first saw each other, when we, had the chance to be more intimate together, we were looking into each other's eyes, and we felt that we had come home, that we had found each other. And so moments, those, precious love moments, you can't help but want to put them into your creations. We've been traveling around the world, and to be on these beautiful stages and looking at each other, we're putting on the makeup and able to be on stage together is such a dream come true.
Over the last few years, Gum and Clara have created artworks that are a continuation of their protest marriage. Gum reflects on the relationship between the self and the media in his black and white renditions of past news coverage of them. Clara paints the same events in vibrant, passionate colors. They're also continuing their performance art pieces at the July 1st protests.
對夫婦一面推住嬰兒車，一面孭住人形嘅鏡遊行，希望大家反思遊行嘅意義，同埋睇下反映翻香港依家狀況係點樣樣，透過塊鏡。
Last year, the couple opened C&G Apartment, an art gallery and art teaching studio in one, to further realize their joint vision. Maggie and Hui Chiu have been working on something quite different.
Make a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always say,
Hui Chiu's mother and father, I arrive at his house, the first thing they say, So, you pregnant? Not yet, lah.
They always say, yeah, beautiful, ah.
So beautiful, mixy.
In recent years, James has been working on his own compositions.
He's written some beautiful pieces. One Christmas he gave me a beautiful my Christmas gift was a new piece that he'd composed called The Gathering, especially for me, which was beautiful. The music side of it is always a constant, and we both love our work with the orchestra, and it really is a pleasure to do what we do as our job.
We get paid to do our hobby, basically. And when you have somebody to share that with at the same time, what more could you want, really?